Welcome to the traditional and modern joinery workshop. Sharpening. Right. A lot of modern chisel sets that you buy will come with one of these. A double-sided sharpening stone, aluminium oxide. Now, there's a really special way of using one of these. You take it between your thumb and your fingers. You get one of these, and you chuck it in, because it's a bag of crap. You're never, ever going to get a pristine edge on your chisels with one of them. Now, there's some wonderful videos on YouTube and what have you about sharpening up your chisels. But this is my job. If I spent as much time sharpening chisels as what they do on some of these videos, I'd be at it Saturday morning, Sunday morning, Monday morning, Tuesday morning. I just haven't got that time to waste. So what I'm going to show you today is a method that works for me in my shop, and it's worked for years. No mess, no hassle. Now, a lot of videos you'll come across will show them using one of these, an owning guide. If you've put a big dink in your chisels and you're after regrinding it down, then yeah, they're fantastic. Shows how much I use mine, it's got dust all over it. But they're great for regrinding, like I said. But everyday sharpening, you don't need to play with these. Everybody seems to be obsessed with angles, and it's got to be set at this bevel degree and that bevel degree. And there's one rule that has been true for hundreds of years, which is as long as they've been sharpening everything, and that's something sharp cuts, something blunt doesn't. So stay on top of your tools, do them on a regular basis, and the way I'm going to show you takes seconds to do. Preferred method of sharpening. I use one of these, a diamond plate. Now, it don't matter if you buy a cheap one or an expensive one. A cheap one will sharpen up chisels just as good as an expensive one will. The only difference is they don't last as long. Mine's from Trend. It's 300 grit on one side, a rough side, 1000 grit on the other side. More than enough for anything you've got in shop. So we place it down. Now, you're going to want a lubricant, or when you're rubbing your chisels or playing the blades over it, it's going to block up. You can buy owning lubricants that are specialised for it. You can use water, but if you use water, it's going to make a slurry on there with the metal particles, and it's going to rust your stone, and it's going to be useless. So I use this, glass cleaner. Any supermarket will sell it you. It won't rust your tools, and it'll lubricate your stone up just right for sharpening. Now grab a chisel. First thing to do, just give back a quick zip over flat on your stone. Keep your fingers on it for even pressure. That I've just done there is more than enough for general sharpening. Then we come to a good bit, the bit that people can't get. But the more you practice, the more you'll get it right. And it doesn't matter if you've got a bit of a curve on your bevel. A sharp chisel will cut, a blunt chisel won't. Pop your chisel flat, pop 3 fingers on it. Now, I put my first finger just over the edge of the blade so I can feel it. And then you lift your back edge until you feel that bevel making contact with your stone. Forward, back, nice, even strokes. Now, the thing you've got to remember here, if you're going like this, you're going to round your front of your chisel off. You do a nice forward and back linear movement, keeping your hand the same distance from your stone as you always do. Straight on. I've been doing it for years. I still do it the same way. On, wait till your primary bevel makes contact with your stone. Few strokes backwards and forwards. That's enough. If your chisel's not that blunt to start with, that's enough. If you've let it get blunter than that, then you're going to have to spend longer. Now, that will have turned a little wire edge over on your chisel. So again, you come to flat, 1, 2, it's gone. Now that is more than sharp enough on 1000 grit for any general carpentry. If you're on a site or anything like that, you wouldn't need any more sharpening than that. Piece of hardwood there, that is sharp enough. That'll chop your chisels in, whatever. Now there's always times when you're going to want a little bit sharper edge than that. You need a couple more bits of kit if you're going to do that. You get yourself these. This is a cotton buffing mop. 4 or 5 quid. That's all the cost. And these can be mounted in a drill, in a bench grinder, in anything, and then you get onion paste, which is 165 a bar. But you do need your onion paste. Now, what I do, I've got this little cheap bench grinder. It was 20 something pound, I think, with a flexible shaft with it. That's all it was. Pop that on your bench. I don't even fasten it down because you're not putting any pressure on it. Get your onion paste and get that onto your mop. Get plenty on there. Now this is turning that way, so you present the chisel blade away from the cutting edge. You don't put it in so it's going into the cotton mop. You put it so it's sliding along it. A few seconds sharpening up your flat on your back of your chisel. Turn it around. A few seconds buffing your back. Now the thing is with this, it doesn't matter if you're using a chisel, a plain blade, whether you're using a gouge with a shape on it, it'll do it just as easy. That will give it a pristine edge. Now at this point on most of the videos, this is the bit where they get a piece of paper and they start chopping paper. Well, I don't cut a lot of paper in my shop. I cut wood. So I'll just pull this around a bit so you can see what I'm doing here. Move the grinder. Bitter end grain hardwood here, Sapele. Like a knife through butter. That is a pristine edge. You can take that down. That will take the hairs off your arm. That is all you need for general sharpening. It's as easy as that. You can do a gouge the same. I mean, this is my gouges, done it same. They'll just slide into timber like it's not there. It doesn't take hours to sharpen your inventory. The way that I've showed you will give you a pristine edge on anything in a matter of minutes. And if you keep it set up like I do with my little grinder on the bench and my stone just in it flat, just you're away. Keep it sharp. Your woodworking will go to that next level because it's a lot easier to control a sharp tool than what it is to control a blunt tool. Enjoy your woodworking. Just as a little footnote, we have got a Facebook page, Woodcrafters and Joinery. Anybody there is welcome, from professionals to amateurs, wood turners, wood carvers, anybody that likes making things from wood. Join yourselves up. Bye.